You just a church person. You can lift your hands in church, I already know what comes out of you. Yeah, we can do anything in the church building. Prophesy, cast out devils. When you get outside the building, that's when we get to see the real you. That space show up. Yeah, that space shows up. Say, oh, that's that space. Oh, yeah, that space shows up. But when the prophetic word, you guys, when that word tried him, it put a desire and a drive in Joseph. It should put a desire, a drive, and a hunger in us. A desire. You should be desiring it. You should, you know what? When God speaks to you, if you're in that space, you know what? If you're not anywhere, if you're not leaning towards it, when you're in that space and you're not doing the things that's necessary, I'm telling you, it has to be hell, frustration, torment. And God will allow some of them things to bring you to your end, your wit's end. He'll let that cry deep within you. But see what happens when the cry dissipates. And at that moment we didn't embrace it. We think we okay. Then another 3 months later, that same thing shows up. Why? Because it was there for a reason. It was there for fulfillment. It wasn't there just to haunt you. We haven't figured it out yet. When God puts his finger on us and he gives us an invocation to go after something and to leave that place and understand that that space right now is a season of process, then you'll make sure you say, man, I want to do everything that God has called me to do. So there should be a desire, a drive for its fulfillment. That drive that's in you, that tenacity, that commitment, that respect, that awe, that being focused, being tunnel vision, amen, will create the necessary momentum that will shift you from an abstract thought, because that's what we get in here, abstract thoughts. See, when I teach it, it's abstract. Y'all know what abstract thoughts is, right? Come on, tell them, y'all. Not tangible, it's just out there. It's a lot of theory. It's conceptualization. It's just when you sit up and things are being thrown out. This is what's happening right now. So you can feel good about the abstract right now. But that is the point where the momentum is conceived right now. And then we have to go to a tangible reality where the manifested promise, when the principle and the promise is totally in unison. And we understand the word that was spoken to us has an end product. It moved from seed form. The word spoken to us doesn't look like the end product. It's still in seed form. But when the promise comes, y'all with me? When it moves from being abstract thought to a tangible reality, you say, well, how's it going to get it to go? You do it just like everybody else did it. We got a carbon copy of Romans 4. They said being strong in faith, giving glory to God. Because they trusted in his promise. Am I right? They staggered not at the promises of God. That's what he said. So in the space, you don't stagger at the promises of God. Amen. You just got to understand that it's not your timetable. It's up to God. He's sovereign. So the questions come. Don't get me wrong. You start questioning God in that space. But don't become cynical and critical and judgmental. A thought can come and you can say, you can bring up whatever between you and God. But when you start murmuring and complaining and becoming bitter and spewing out that stuff, and that's not good. Y'all get anything? Yeah. So the space between who we are and who we are becoming is the proceeding work, the prophetic revelation of God. See, because who we are is a present reality. But who we become is going to be eternal reality. That's the finished product. But when God prophesies something over you, it's not in full form. Right. It's in seed form. Therefore, just like he told us with the parables, you got to put that seed, that prophetic word, that space in the right environment. Please, y'all, hear me. It has to get in the right environment. Just like the natural. You got to have sunlight. You got to have water. The ground has to be tilled. The thorns have to be removed. The thistles have to be removed. The stones have to be removed. So it has to be, the environment has to be conducive to the seed. The seed itself is, even though it's eternal, it's not sovereign. You got it? He placed it in human beings. We're temporal by nature. But if we live by the Spirit, we won't fulfill the lust of the flesh. Amen? And then that way we won't allow our humanity to lord it and usurp authority over the seed that was sown in us. We're protected. We'll do like Mary said, the thing that's in seed form in me is a holy thing. When you start living from that perspective, you say, what I carry is holy. It may not be the best thing. It may not be magnificent. It may not be mind-blowing, but it's yours. It's yours. Stop measuring it by somebody else. I wish I got that prophetic word. No. You don't understand what's connected with that prophetic word. That's seed. That's a process. That's a space. You probably can't even sustain that space. And the different things. I've given prophetic words. I have dreams and prophetic words. I've given to people. You would think sooner or later you say, hey, Apostle, my bad. I'm blowing. I blew it. I'm sorry. But I don't get those thoughts. They're very far in between. Amen. Chris Valentine said something. Said, the greater the destination, the longer the gestation. I'm telling you. That's why Jesus had to go 30 years. Because his destination was great, but the gestation. So you wait on the days of your showing. That pastor don't see me in the church. I got an anointing. Yeah, I know you do. Yeah, you do. I got some people in here that got some good anointing. And I'm not negating that. But if you would have been with us this weekend, you would have known that it ain't just the anointing. It's character. I'm a character dude. I like fruit, not gifts.
Amen.
It's a whole bunch of gifted folks. I was at a church, at least 300 of us was gifted. Can you imagine that? Everybody was gifted. I mean, prophets all over the wall. Apostles and everything. And over 70% of them jokers only had the title. They wouldn't do the work of the ministry. I don't want a title. I told God, I don't want a title. I want to be equipped. I want to be able to, amen, in that space, I want to let you do what you said. Your intent for my life and ministry, I want it to come forth. I want to be effective. I just don't want to flirt with my destiny. I want to possess my destiny. I don't want to be teased by my destiny. I want to possess my destiny. I'm tired of hearing about it. I want to be about it. I'm tired of people coming and telling me, dangling the carrot before me and telling me what God called me to be. I'm tired of hearing somebody telling me I'm the great one. I'm the next one. I want it right now. When you grow up, you understand what I'm saying. You're still playing with childish things, you'll never understand what I'm saying. When you really get awakened to the reality of what God called you to be, you'll never be accountable going back. Remember a long time ago I told you, when you awake to righteousness, when you awake to your purpose and your destiny, you'll never go back to doing the things you used to do. Ever! Trust me. And one day I tell you, I was a mess. Anything I did, I overdid it. Some of us struggling with lust issues and stuff. Let me tell you something. I was a lustaholic. I was a sexaholic. Trust me. That was some stuff that I wouldn't even tell you. But it's going to have to be brought out because we're going to do a teaching on lust, me and her. We both got a testimony. God will bring you out of that degradation. He'll bring you out of that destruction. He'll clean you up. I ain't going back. And trust me, when I put it out there, it's going to be out there. You can't tell me what God will do with it if you're committed to it. Oh, Psalms 12 and 6, going to close. It's very important. That space between you and it. That space is not just church. It's not just being faithful to church. It ain't just bringing your tithe and offering. We need it. Don't get it twisted. That space is not just about what you get. It's not what you have, it's what you become.
Yeah.
And when you really become a love slave to the Lord, you don't settle for anything else anyway. You stop being a concubine. Come on now. You know what a concubine is? Having affection outside of a relationship. You know, James told us, he said that, talk about whoremongers. Amen? And adulterers. He said those that are a friend of the world. Am I right? That's what James said. I didn't say it. So you can probably say, well, I'm not in nobody's bed. But if you got the world pulling on you, and the world is your standard, then you are an adulterer and a whoremonger. A friend of the world. I want to be a friend of God, but I want to even crank it up another notch. I want to be a son of God. He reveals secrets to friends, but sons possess the whole kingdom. Amen. Psalms 12 and 6. I need to get this to y'all. I gotta, let me hurry up. The words of the Lord are what? Pure words. You know, you probably turn it down some. Yeah. The words of the Lord are pure words, as silver tried where? I ain't say all. Tried in a furnace of earth. Purified what? 7 times. Walk with me. Prophetic process. The word of the Lord. Same word that tested Joseph. The same word that preserved in the Hosea 12 and 13. Come on. The words of the Lord are what? Pure. The words that come from God's mouth. The oracles that come from God. Not somebody just want to be in prophetic ministry, but a word that's come from the throne, that's downloaded in your spirit, are pure. The things that are spoken, the oracles of God spoken over your life. When God begins to introduce you to a fresh season, it is pure, but it has to be tried in the furnace of the earth. I know this is actually not a furnace per se. It's a hyperbole or a metaphor. There's a better word for it. So it's a similitude as well as a picture of something. How many know that furnace of the earth is where? Right in here.